offer.
And we are back. So fantastic, great to be here.
Yes, it is.
Great to be back live on the radio, loving it. Yay. So we are here for the last segment of the show, and we promised to bring you one more interesting little tidbit about what's new in the market, what isn't happening, what is. So you've heard me talk for the past year, basically, about these appraisal contingencies where you are offering to pay more for the house than what it might appraise at over so much. But you just said something interesting to me, Teri, which is in the last few weeks, you've seen not so many of it.
Almost as though they're non-existent anymore.
Well, that's not true in other markets.
That is not true. And the only thing I can take from it is it may have something to do with the offer negotiations, how the offer may be constructed. Or I am seeing homes that are more conventional lately than FHA, which is a little unusual. Yeah, it's just very, very different. Myself and my clients, I haven't had to deal with any contingencies almost all year.
So I also, okay, well that's, yeah, so the last couple of months, basically.
Yes, the last 3 months.
So we did see just a market trend there at the end of the year where suddenly it never became a buyer's market. We never got back to a balanced market. But what we did see was the average days on market bounced back up all of a sudden. And that happened towards the end of last year.
Correct.
Now, what we may see happen though, and it could also be, and this is speculation, but as we're coming out of COVID, our moving calendar may come a little bit back to normal. So because of that military calendar, what we could see is come March, April, May, that suddenly people are again using
their loan,
those appraisal contingencies if they're in a not just 3 or 4 offers, but we're back up to that 10 and 15 offers on a house for that move.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, so we may see those come back in. So I think for anyone, for agents that are listening, the important thing is going to be is make sure your clients are prepared. Make sure you're behaving in a fluid way, because this is a very fluid environment right now, in the sense that you have got to be ready to, from a buyer perspective, react.
Yes.
It's not about having a pause, calm, thought out response. It's about making sure you're educated and prepared in advance. So the moment you need to react to a change in dynamics in the market, you're ready. And you're not having to say, wait, teach me about that. Educate me about that. Wait a minute, explain that. You're just like, yes, we know that was plan B, go. And just like, this is where we're starting as we are now, but we're moving into spring. So we may find ourselves here. So what are our parameters if we end up in instead of having 2 buyers interested or 3 buyers interested, we suddenly have 10. Let's go ahead and say plan A, if the market's where it is right now, plan B, if we're shopping in 2 weeks and it's here, and then our plan C, if all heck breaks loose and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 60 days.
Yeah, especially with the interest rates rising.
Yeah, we got a 0.5%.
0.5%. Yeah.
Well, did they go up on the market 0.5%, or are we talking about the Fed announcing it going up?
Fed announced it going up.
Okay, so it'll be interesting because that does not have a direct correlation on what mortgage interest rates are going to do. So it'll be interesting to see what mortgage interest rates will do.
Because they still have to make some money. So very interesting. And for those buyers who were previously pre-approved in the last couple
can make a difference if you were approved up to your max.
You may want to check with your lenders and make sure you qualify for the same amount. Check to make sure that mortgage payment is going to be comfortable. Just keep your eye on it, because those are going to have a huge effect on our market in the next couple weeks.
We just had a listener text